Thank you, Undertech, for sponsoring. Guys, we have a very important housekeeping. We actually have 3 pages of housekeeping today.
Which is unprecedented.
Unprecedented. Usually it's about a page, maybe a page and a half. So 3 pages of housekeeping. Richard Ratboy, Razorblades, and his food. We'll get to that later. It's very important. You're going to want to stick around for what happened there. All right. New heart problem and blood clot causer just dropped. There's a couple of them this week, and actually a third thing as well. Energy prices, what's that first headline?
Yeah, it says, TV doctor says devastating energy price hike may cause heart attacks and even strokes.
So you go to the pump, you see how bad the gas prices are. You go,
It's a cartoon eyes. You go, Aruga, and then you just die on the spot.
And then another one, hickeys. A kid got a hickey.
Yeah, this one's lazy to me, in my opinion. 17-year-old dies after hickey from girlfriend causes stroke.
I didn't realize he died. That's very sad.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to.
Well,
I mean, let's talk about the reason here. Like hickey to staph infection, maybe. Hickey to infection that leads to something, sure. Hickey right to stroke?
That don't add up.
Don't add up to me. But.
So on top of all of this, it gets worse because the worst days for heart attacks and blood clots are coming up. What's that headline?
Yeah, it says the 3 most likely days to die of a heart attack are only weeks away. And I think it's all around the holidays, around December.
Yeah, so that's not good. Good luck to everyone out there. I hope you make it.
Yeah, this is like the death barrel. It's just like, get through this day, and then you're pretty much good for another year, unless you start getting hickeys and your energy costs go up.
Yeah, as long as your energy costs don't go up this winter, which who knows, maybe that'll be a coin flip.
Yeah, Ukraine, Europe, you're in trouble.
This is going to be quick. We're not making fun of anybody, but something happened to Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly it is.
Yeah.
This is him now.
I don't know. Botch job, what do you think? Replaced by a clone?
Maybe replaced by a clone, some sort of bobblehead hybrid.
Yeah. I feel so bad for people like this because they make the decision to try to preserve their youth, and then it ends up backfiring, and you're
fast tracks them to freak.
To a whole different person. And it's like, dude, Simon Cowell, you were grandfathered in as like a nice like character. You know what I mean?
He even had like a manliness to him where it's like, oh yeah, I'm just like a tough man who says it how it is, and then it's like you sucked all the fat out of like here, I guess.
Yeah, not such a.
Now you're like a skinny neck, big head guy.
Yeah, imagine him going to a panel of like 3 plastic surgeons, like terrible, gone. You know, they just roast him like that.
Yeah, it's like exactly. Imagine being the surgeon who did it. Like, is he gonna like it? It's
no. Yeah, and you don't know until the bandages are off. Basically 3 days later.
Never do an operation again.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So sad to see.
Yeah, sad to see. We're not making fun of them. It's just something happened. We have to call it out.
And that's the guys who are just still on TV, still doing stuff, and they lose an edge, and then they think they need something, and it goes crazy. So
honestly, the filler game, it's not good.
Well, I saw a Cernovich tweet talking about how face filler and women, and how women, you know, as they age, lose face fat, and but now girls younger and younger are doing those fillers and stuff, and then they just look 35. They look 40 because, and which is kind of the same thing for really plastic surgeryed up trans people. They ruin it for plastic surgery women.
Yeah.
And so it's like
they all get tossed in the same part of the Venn diagram,
which is bad. Yeah.
And then, Cernovich's thing was like, you know, guys' opinion, do you think that the fillers look good? And I think most of the guys said no. I think the girls like it. They think it looks good, but I think they just like makes their lips look like, and they look like they're just like overly packed, like a really fat caterpillar.
Yeah. So if you ever see us come here looking like Simon Cowell or fat caterpillar lips or just like no inflection in our face, you're free to leave.
Yeah, it's full botch job. Yeah. All right, moving on. We have a huge housekeeping. It's 3 pages of housekeeping. Honestly, I'm not just saying this. It's very important, but it's also maybe the favorite housekeeping I've ever put together. I just got back from Tampa, had a lovely trip, hung out with DC Drano, who just launched his new podcast. Links for that, they're in the description. It's a very good show. Very talented guy, very dear friend.
Yeah, he actually called it on his podcast too.
Yeah, he's way ahead of stuff. We love DC Drano and his new show, so go check that out. On the way to Tampa, I got a note handed to me from the flight attendant, and it said, "Dear Flecka," so not a huge fan.
Close enough. Close enough.
"Thank you for everything you do. Keep fighting the good fight. I thoroughly enjoy all your thought-provoking YouTube videos. Stay awesome. Your friendly eyes in the sky." And then she wrote her name, but then ripped her name off because I guess she was scared of exactly this.
Yeah.
Me reading the note and her having some unique name, and then her boss being like, that's your name, and you're a flight attendant.
Oh, Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn Sanchez, a combo we've never seen before.
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's a kind of like a sign of the times too. You can't have your name because the people who make sense and think guys are guys and girls are girls need to lay low and like communicate in secret and pass little notes to each other because they might get in trouble with the freaks that are in charge of the world for some reason.
Yeah, I forget how nice it is to not have any sort of thing over you, like not telling you to put the governor on, or maybe you shouldn't have said that. It feels good.
Let the kids do what they want.
Yeah, well, the drag queen, I don't see the big deal.
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on. The Pentagon, after an audit, couldn't account for 61% of their money. $3.6 trillion is unaccounted for. So I can give you 911 reasons to worry about that one. Why don't they just stop auditing the Pentagon?
Yeah.
Because every time they do and they go, oh, we're missing $2 trillion, whatever their distraction is after that is usually not a good thing.
It gets bad.
And
this is its fifth audit or something. Like it gets audited all the time and just always fails and there's no questions. You know, when you or I get audited, it's like you owe this much money and interest on it and you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Pentagon gets audited. They go, all right, we'll earmark another $20 billion for you. Go arm some Somalis.
Yeah, exactly. And exactly. Now they have to track down all the Venmos over $600. But Sam Bankman-Fried, they're not going to look into that one.
Yeah.
$3.6 trillion missing from the Pentagon. Who cares?
Whatever.
Leave the Pentagon alone.
Yeah, dude, just let them operate. Let them operate.
Let them operate at exactly like a horrible loss. $3.6 trillion unaccounted for.
Yeah, like that meme. Yeah, the CIA did horrible things in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s. But come on, we're done now.
They stopped.
Yeah.
All right. We've been biking on the mini bikes. We've had a really good routine. Last weekend, Richard Ratboy and I entered a parade here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. We were just driving and we're like, oh, there's a lot of traffic today. We got to some closed roads and we're like, oh, there's a parade. So we just hopped in the parade, joined it. We were waving at people. Everyone thought it was really cool. And then at the end of the parade, where there was like a checkpoint where there was a guy at the clipboard and he was like, all right, like one SUV, one float. And then he sees us. He's like, who are you guys? And we're like, oh, we're just trying to get out. And he's like, go, get out, get out, get out. And no one even cares. So we take advantage of the lawlessness here. No one even cared.
Yeah, it feels good. And it's like, it feels like we checked something off.
Yeah.
In a parade in New Orleans. Good.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then part of the routine when we go riding is we go to the gas station and fill up the bikes. And it's like the bikes are like a gallon tank each.
Yeah.
And they don't even need, to be filled all the way. So I go into the gas station and I'm like $2 on pump 3. They think I'm a crackhead because I ordered $2 of gas.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty funny thing. I yelled at a lady with the mask on. I was driving by and I was like, what are you doing?
You waved at a trans person too.
Wave at trans people.
There was like some guy who looked exactly like the luggage stealing twink, and he was wearing giant high heels. And I see Fleckus ahead of me, and he's like waving at the.
Yeah.
So we do drive-bys. And people don't know that they're part of the bit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have to get going because we're kind of behind on housekeeping. We have 2 pages left, and we got a lot of stuff to get to. The Taliban did its first public execution since being back in power, so congrats to the Taliban.
Yeah.
We're glad to see
You're
them.
back.
They're back.
Back to your old ways.
Make sure you guys congratulate them on Twitter.
Yeah, they're still on.
Because they're still on doing whatever they want. All right. Lots of people have been doing the AI art. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I kind of tried mine too. For some reason, the AI art that I gravitated towards, I guess, is not very popular. But yeah, here's some of the AI art I came up with. We got the Rob Smith. We have all these types of Rob Smiths, more Rob Smiths, another Rob Smith. We have Space Rob Smith. We have Tuxedo Rob Smith. We have Tuxedo Space Rob Smith.
Yeah.
These are
You
all...
went above and beyond
I
here.
really let it loose on the AI. But yeah, the AI stuff I think everyone's getting into is actually bad because it's like dipping your toe into the metaverse world. Everyone makes AI and they look cooler than they are in real life.
Yeah, I think it's an easy hustle. It's like, oh, wow, pictures of me where I'm wearing a cool 1800s outfit and I'm hotter than I've ever been?
Yeah.
Sure.
My face is perfect. My cheeks are chiseled.
No blemishes.
I have a great jawline. So it's like, it's kind of going to be encouraging people to enter the metaverse type world and leave reality behind, which I think is a problem and kind of the goal. So just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. Don't get in too deep, right?
Yeah, because if you die in the metaverse,
you die in real life.
You die in real life. Everyone knows that. And it's annoying to me a little bit because everyone's doing the AI art. I actually invented AI art like 6 months ago. I had a piece commissioned from Richard Ratboy himself, where I basically said, let's take Rob Smith and Ron DeSantis, put them together, and make Rob DeSantis, which is a fantastic piece, which I had framed. And this is the second one I had to order because the first one I ordered was delivered in New Orleans, left on my stoop, and then a homeless person stole it.
So there's a Rob DeSantis. There's a missing Rob DeSantis out there.
So there's like this like group in like the neighborhood we live in that'll just like steal your stuff. Like I don't know what porch pirates or they whatever, where they just like steal your packages. So they probably go back to their little area, their little convent or whatever,
little tent wooded area.
And like, all right, what'd you get? And someone opens up, oh, I got like paper towels, I got a bracelet. What'd you get? And it's like, I got Rob DeSantis. So I don't know what you would do with this, but yeah. Someone in New Orleans stole the Rob DeSantis photo.
Yeah. Resale value isn't exactly high on the Rob DeSantis.
You take it to a place and go,
give me $1.
Give me $1 for it. All right, moving on. The Razor Blades Richard Ratboy's food. We have not covered that. We're going to cover that. That's actually a huge, important thing. All right, speaking of art and making art, obviously in the show lately we've been pushing the action figures. The Dan Crenshaw Rhino, Hillary Clinton receptacle van, Joe Biden the clown, and the dog-faced pony soldier.
Yeah. And
then someone commented, what was the comment?
He said, conservatives have the best grift and most clever products, LOL.
Grift?
Yeah.
How is selling something I think is hilarious to people who also think it's funny on the same political side as me with the same views, how is that a grift?
It seems just like a product. It seems just like sales.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like
especially since everyone wants us dead. They want our channel canceled. They don't want us to not make money. It's hard to get advertisers.
Yeah, you think YouTube just shovels the ad money into a furnace for us? Like, no, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. So it's a grift and it's like the most like unique puzzle, like the Twink puzzle. It's like the most unique products ever. I don't understand the grift attitude or how it could be a grift.
Yeah. It's just a word. It's just the buzzword. Yeah. Like anybody trying to sell something, I guess, is a grift.
Yeah. So, guys, fluckustoys.com. That's where you get the cool action figures, the Twink puzzle, the Dan Crenshaw Rhino, the dog-faced pony soldier. Go check it out today. Get some for Christmas. It's a great gift that you literally can't get anywhere else. A grift would be if I was like a right-wing person, but then I sold like Green New Deal shirts.
Yeah.
Or John Fetterwoman shirts. And it's like, oh, I know it's not what I think, but I'm just trying to make money.
Yeah, no
like,
morals.
That's the grift.
No morals, no like thing, framework.
Yeah, exactly. So go to the fluckustoys.com and get something today. It's a great stocking stuffer. Moving on. Do you know what today is, Richard Ratboy?
December 8th.
6-month anniversary. 6-month anniversary of...
What?
You don't remember?
No. Razor blades in my food?
No. Trans people are my friends. Transphobes can catch these hands. It's a 6-month anniversary since we talked about that on the show. Trans people are my friends.
This is why there's 3 pages of housekeeping? Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. WNBA rebuttal. We had a reel go viral. Got like 6 million views on my Instagram about the WNBA. And it was like the bit we did last week about how can you have a rev share when you lose $12 million a year? Yeah. Everyone actually owes money. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, that's not revenue and profit are different, and trying to like correct me.
Which we actually said on the show, but we cut for the social media clip so that we go faster.
And like, I know what revenue is. I know what profit is. And the whole point of the video is...
You worked at a bank.
Yeah, I worked at like a global bank in 2012. The whole point of the video is you don't get a revenue share when your company's not profitable.
Yeah, it's like, well, they're asking for a percentage of revenue. Why would you ask for a percentage of revenue when you don't make any money?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
So I don't get it.
But we're not being mean to the WNBA people. We actually like them. So I actually have a couple ways for the WNBA to improve their product and maybe attract more fans. I'm not being mean. This is barely a bit. All right, number 1, we make the hoop 9 feet.
Easy one.
Why wouldn't they?
Then more than just Brittany Griner can dunk, right?
Yeah, people can dunk. You probably can make it in easier. You miss less layups. It's less embarrassing. You have less of like a reverse highlight tape at the end of the season.
Exactly.
Which is like a big problem for them.
And they already admitted it. Like, they already have a smaller ball.
Yeah.
So why would you not have a smaller, lower hoop?
Let's just really proportionalize it for you guys. All right, next. Maybe you put a nightclub with the famous DJ in the stadium too, like next to the court.
Ooh.
So you have a little bit of like a nightclub going on. And then you get like a host of an open bar, make sure there's hot chicks there.
Okay.
You can like put the TV, you can have the TVs there playing the game. So basically it's just like you find the tip, the advice is you find a successful business that you can attach to. So it's like the basketball's not working, but if we had like a nice nightclub and Pitbull's there,
ooh,
maybe now it's going to be a profitable business, and you can attach the WNBA to that.
Yeah.
And then you can point to that and be like, look how much money we're making, when it's really just a thing to keep the WNBA alive.
Yeah, people love nightclubs. All right, I see where you're going with
Yep.
that.
Add one guy to every team, and they can't guard each other.
Ooh.
So then it becomes one person, like, you know, like ollie
Give it to the ace.
shooting, whatever. All right, next. Half-court shot ends the game in the second half. Half-court shot made in the first half is 20 points. So then by the end of the game, if you're down, it's just going to be a half-court shot contest, which is actually fun to watch.
Yeah, it can get crazy. It goes back and forth. And then it's like a security dilemma where if one team starts taking half-court shots, then you have to start taking half-court shots.
Because they're trying to end you.
One and done, yeah.
They're trying to end you. Then it becomes a half-court shot contest. And I would watch that.
That's electric.
Especially if you're at the nightclub and you're just like looking over and it's just like half-court shot from far away.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, hold up, guys. Pitbull, stop. Oh, they're doing the half-court thing.
Exactly. All right, and even Don Lemon, check out this Don Lemon clip. Even Don Lemon knows the truth about the WNBA.
Make the exact opposite argument. I know everyone's going to hate me. Go ahead. But the men's team makes more money.
Hey.
If they make more money, then they should get more money.
Why does the men's team-
The men's team makes more money because
You know why?
because people are more interested in
But
it.
guess who takes part of blame? I have a big issue with this, guys. WNBA, same thing's happening to them.
There's
Until
also more
media,
interest in the
hold on.
NBA.
Until big media companies, big tech companies, advertisers invest and put them on their airwaves more and allow people. And allow people to see it more and gain more fans. Then you will push toward more quality. But if they are blocked in so many ways and not invested in as much, they don't even have a. I know you're not, but they don't even have a shot.
I grew up the only boy in a family of all women. I understand what you're saying. But not everybody, honestly, has the same skill. Not everybody has the same interest in.
Based on Lemon.
Yeah, that's his one base take a quarter or every 6 months. He has to do one genuine take so that he retains some credibility.
Yeah, exactly. He has to get one thing right just so people can say, wait, this guy just does the opposite of the truth every time.
Yeah, it's like a psyop. He kind of switches up on you. But of course, he's right for both the men's and women's or soccer and WNBA. Like,
yeah.
It's not even a question. And then I like the lady's supposition or whatever she says. Like, oh, once they start getting more press, so it's a marketing thing. We just need to market the WNBA and women's soccer.
Yeah, the whole time, who knew?
Yeah, there are fans waiting out there who just don't know they exist. Women's sports. And it's like, dude, I mean, not to be too mean, but every single time there's a under 15 men's team beats the women's soccer team.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a joke. High school kids can beat the women. So
yeah.
I don't.
And not being mean, no one wants to watch.
Yeah, nobody
That's just
cares.
It's just no one wants to watch. What do? Do we keep trying to get people to watch, or do we just, cut our losses and make it a tax write-off for the NBA? I think we know what
we already know which path it has been taken.
Yeah,
so far.
exactly. All right, page 3, housekeeping. Richard Ratboy, razor blades in his food. We're not there yet, but we're going to get there. You're going to want to stick around because that's probably the craziest thing that we've ever said in the show. All right, next. We have some holiday tips. Obviously, people have a lot of friends and family over during the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, New Year's. A lot of people are cooking and hosting. So there is some, I guess it's...
Life hacks?
A life hack is exactly what to call it. Yeah, it's a life hack. Especially for your appliances, it's kind of a strenuous time of the season for your appliances. If you have a stove, we have a stove tip that I just saw the other day. I think you guys need to see.
The clock on my stove is out, so I don't have the timer to clock the pizza. So what I did, I did the timer on my phone. It'll work.
Wow.
There you go.
Timer on the phone instead of the stove.
Yeah, it'll work.
It'll work? All right, I trust her. That's a good tip. Thank you, Fleckus. You're teaching us.
Okay, last piece of housekeeping. This is an extended housekeeping, a holiday season special housekeeping. New pets just dropped. Richard Rappaway and I have pets. It's basically people we follow, things we like to watch that not everyone likes to watch. It's not like it's a TV show. It's more like people who, do foolish things or are, I don't know.
Dinner for schmucks scenario.
Dinner for schmucks type of situation. Exactly how to describe it.
We're collectors.
Yeah, we collect these types of people. They're fun to pay attention to. It's better than watching the Kardashians or some, Vanderpump Rules. Instead, I like to watch certain unique people that exist on the internet.
So where do we start?
Let's start with the Peabody.
Yeah, this was some sort of drag brunch, some sort of drag, entertainment scenario. And they caught this candid pic of this drag queen. And we always talk about how drag is like the lowest form of entertainment.
Yeah, it's bad content.
Lip syncing at brunch, Whitney Houston, like it's bad content. But this is content, baby.
That's the Monsters Inc. guy, Billy Crystal, on the bottom.
Oh,
if you put
if you cut it out,
it's the Billy Crystal guy. So this is a great new pet. This is like top 10.
That's like a one-of-one physique, NFT type body type.
Yeah. And that's the type of thing you get framed and you put on your wall. And that's like what I have with the Rob DeSantis.
Yeah.
You get these things framed and you hang them around. And it's just like you have things that no one else has. And that's special to me.
And here's another angle.
Wow. Dump truck.
Do we want? Let's not name names here, but this person does have a name. But
do you want to just say it?
Yeah, it's the drag name is Dr. Reverend Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Ganache, is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, I think that's how
Ganache?
you pronounce it.
All right.
And
so that's a new one.
Let's do the tits one.
All right, so the Big Titty Woodshop teacher, this is an exclusive photo that was sent specifically to Richard Rappaway. People know I'm obsessed with the Big Titty Woodshop teacher.
One of one.
One of one. This is the Big Titty Woodshop teacher enjoying a movie. And the main takeaway here is same pink shirt. Same exact pink shirt. So now we're left to wonder, is this a cartoon character scenario? Is this someone who has 10 of the same shirt in their closet? Or is this one shirt just getting worn out?
I think it's one shirt getting worn out and stretched out.
Yeah.
Literally worn out. It's a cartoon scenario, and it's not a good wash routine, I think.
Sweaty.
I do that too, where I wear the same clothes every day, but I have like 4 pairs of basketball shorts. And I just swap my T-shirts out, and obviously, undertack underwear. I wear clean versions of undertack underwear.
Smart.
So similar, but different. A little more disgusting here. Last new pets. New pets just dropped. And keep in mind, too, we call these people pets. We could have said, and it would have been incorrect, new twinks just dropped.
Yes.
But these aren't all twinks. So every twink is a gay person, but not every gay person is a twink.
Exactly. You're very well versed with the definition of twink then. Thank you.
It's like proofs, Exactly. Remember proofs from high school?
Exactly. Well, you can simplify. You can reduce the fraction of twinks, all that.
Yeah. So the last pet that just dropped, which I think might be twinks.
Well, this actually fits pet definition a lot more, right?
Yeah. These army pup play guys. So a couple of guys retired from the army and then revealed that they were pup play guys the whole time. So here's one of them.
Yeah, and it says, well, after nearly 3 decades in uniform, this old army dog is finally done. As of today, he's Colonel Ravage, U.S. Army, retired. It's been a great run. Alpha pup. # army pup.
Yeah. So unrelated, what can you do if you want your tax dollars to go to Putin directly instead of Ukraine and America?
Yeah.
What do you do? I just unrelated as well. I just ordered a signed Michael Vick jersey.
Oh,
for $100, which I thought was really cheap.
You got a signed Michael Vick for $100
off Amazon.
That's not signed by Michael Vick. That's signed by Mackle Verde.
So I just got a Michael Vick jersey off Amazon. I used to, as a joke, in high school, I used to wear the Michael Vick jersey on like Jersey Day every year, and I would get in trouble with like the one feminist teacher at the time in like 2006 or 7.
Of course.
But now I'm going to get it again. I'm going to wear the Michael Vick jersey, autographed, $100. Sounds like a steal.
Yeah.
and then this is motivated by this. The dog-faced pony soldier action figure kind of looks exactly like this.
Yeah, this is what Joe Biden was talking about.
Like, isn't it weird that because a lot of times we talk about something and then it happens in real life.
Yeah.
And then I convince myself that I live in some sort of Truman Show situation.
Yeah.
The dog-faced pony soldier we dropped, I think, last week.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dog-faced soldier. It's like the same as the action figure, except for the horse hooves.
Yeah.
So we could almost change the marketing of dog-faced pony soldier to like pup play army boy.
Ooh.
Pup play twink guy.
And then the one disappointing thing about this is this guy posted this on his retirement. So he wasn't full
the whole time. He
Yeah.
was secret.
Well, yeah, exactly. He wasn't leading with it. He wasn't like a Joe Biden nuclear luggage scientist twink. Like he was kind of hiding it, which is the right thing to do.
I don't know if that's good or not, because then we find out that one of our highest in command or whatever was some pup play twink. Is that good, or is it better for them to tell us and then we fire him for it, which is probably illegal?
Well, I don't know. I hope someone at least knew that this guy was a pup play twink and was watching him closely. Because otherwise, it's like, how many Russian spies are in our military? How many Chinese total loyal to China are in our military?
That's true, but the Russian spies and the Chinese spies probably would never do this twink shit.
Oh, of course. I'm just talking about our military's ability to see how many fucked up people are in it. You know?
Yeah. Well,
So-
now I'm worried that the only people that aren't spies are the twinks.
It's like, it's a guaranteed way. Well, but now they're gonna tradecraft in spying. They're gonna teach them to be twinks. They're gonna be like, be loud, demand something, like demand something that you would never ever demand in Russia, and then like that's fine there. You'll actually fit in.
Gotta wear lady shoes. Lady shoes.
I wear fishnets. I just fucking it's me.